Hi, everybody. So today is Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And today we're doing a special review in honor of 4th of July. We are talking about Hamilton for family movie night. And this is technically PG-13. It's maybe on the more mature side, so not going to be for everybody, but it is within my requirements for this series. And I have reviewed Hamilton once before on the channel when it came out back in 2020. So you should check that out. But I, of course, love musical theater. I'm a theater critic and a film critic, and I have had the opportunity to see Hamilton twice. I really enjoyed it, the national tour. I've never seen it on Broadway, but I saw the national tour twice, and I'm going to get a chance to see it again at the end of this month, which I am so excited about. And it's an incredible experience. It's something still so fresh and different than anything else I've ever seen, even compared to the other previous show that Lin-Manuel did within the Heights. It still is just such a fresh take on history and the way the music is written and the songs and the story and the characters and everything is just so unique to anything that I've ever seen on stage. And so I just think that's what makes it so special. Pro Shot of Hamilton is such a treasure to have on Disney Plus available, and especially when it came out in 2020 when everything was closed. It just made my musical theater heart happy to be able to watch Hamilton, and I had never seen it at that point. So to be able to watch it when everything was closed and couldn't even go to local regional theaters, it was great to be able to watch Hamilton. And I think that the way that Lin-Manuel used hip hop to kind of tell the story still just adds a layer of enjoyment. It's still so fresh and exciting, and I still just absolutely love it. It's such an interesting, especially in an election year, to watch Hamilton and see all that Alexander Hamilton sacrificed and did to be able to get our country to even get a start. And he talks about how it's not perfect, but it's something that we can work with. And one of the themes in Hamilton is he talks about that he's running out of time and how precious time is. And it's like he knew somehow that he was not going to be with us for long, and that he wrote 51 of the Federalist Papers. Unbelievable. In addition to everything else that he did. And so the fact that he was sort of the underappreciated founding father for so long is very interesting. We just think of how much he did in his short life, and the fact that Lin-Manuel made sure that he would be remembered forever is just really cool and exciting. And of course, he plays Alexander Hamilton in this Pro Shot. It was the original Broadway cast, and what a cast it was. I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda is not like the most accomplished singer in the world, but he is good at doing the hip hop, I think. And he has such great chemistry with his entire cast. Leslie Odom Jr. as Aaron Burr, and Philippa Sue, Liza Hamilton, Renee Elise Goldsberry as Angelica, and Christopher Jackson as George Washington, Daveed Diggs as Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson. He definitely gets some of the juiciest parts of the whole musical. Really funny, especially What Did I Miss? Coming in to start off Act Two. Hilarious. And there's so many wonderful performances. I could go on and on. So many great songs. I love My Shot and Helpless and Satisfied. The things that Hamilton does so well is that it uses its transition songs so well, that they're catchy and engaging, and they help to add to the characters as opposed to just being kind of throwaways. Like that's one thing that's like a weakness in Les Mis, is some of those transition songs are and reprises are just not that memorable. The story of Tonight, My Shot, Watching It on Your Side, all of those kind of little interludes are really effective in kind of building character. And I really like Washington's character through this. They never try to like scandalize him. He's always an honorable man. To see Aaron Burr's evolution through the course of that song is really interesting. His jealousy is really, really growing over Hamilton, and the way that Hamilton's able to command the room, and he's so ineffective at doing it. I think it starts to sort of boil over. The Maria affair and say no to this. And you're like, no. But sometimes people make bad choices. You also have the continual debate over slavery that is talked about throughout the piece, and that's something that he had to compromise from, which is really tough. The flawed start that we got, but important. I think it's important to be able to say that flawed things can still have value and are praiseworthy, and I think that Hamilton does a good job with that. That we don't only have to sort of praise perfection, but we can also comment on it, on imperfection. And so that is really good. Of course, you got to love King George throughout. Jonathan Groff steals the show as as King George. Even add another layer after watching Queen Charlotte on Bridgerton, which was like a wholly different depiction of King George and his mental illness there. That was a drama. So I don't know, it's just kind of funny to compare the two. But what a great cast. What a wonderful what a wonderful musical. What a treat to have this in 2020. We all needed it so much. It's wonderful to watch again, to think about the founding of our country, think about the way that imperfect people did their best to create something that would then have a legacy that we could then build on and make things better and better and better and better, but that would also lead to the Civil War. And so it's just fascinating and incredibly catchy and incredibly heartfelt, and just a wonderful, wonderful film and a wonderful musical. And so if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I think it's great. And it was, I think, one of my favorite movies it was one of my favorite movies of 2020, just period, even though it's a pro shot. So let me know what you think of this. I would love to hear if you've seen it on stage. I would love to hear that as well. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you check out On Stage Blog Theater Podcast, and have a lot of fun episodes over there. And I have my playlist with those episodes plus everything else I've done theater related, and also, of course, everything I've done for family movie night. So please take a look at that. And thanks so much, everybody. Please check out the Patreon and merch store. You can get I'm a Theater Girl shirts at the merch store and other fun stuff. So take a look at that. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.